Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Drops it off for Coleman. Oh, he sheds himself free. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Hey, let's go. Hey, stop.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to wind up in air. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On first down, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Second and 10 now. Ryan finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll try and run. Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, They gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On second down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And Tate's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A give to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Prescott to throw it. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
And here now come the Falcons. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 2nd down, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He couldn't quite hold it, got hit, ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. The left side completion to Jones. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I know that's their first connection in this game. But you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
And he's got his man on the out route. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
Second down, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, you got 3.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ryan going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Golden Tate. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 10th carry now for Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go play action with Ryan. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Coleman, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. David Irving breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that's complete to Croft. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they were with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3 down. Hey, check.
Play action now. Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here. A second down throw for Prescott. Able to power through. This is caught at the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And his kick is right through. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. the drive with Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call.
Now, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Prescott firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 13 yards that time at a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
47, 47.
Now Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Charles Tapper in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football, and they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Ryan. He's going to sling this deep down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Prescott now on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Prescott now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They go to Elliott again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 12 yards there as they move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. First throw in overtime now for Ryan. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win,